you're gonna be making them 3 is going to be 3 here, int constant that equals to 3. You must also put semicolon just to show that you know how to program. So we go to 7.2. It says write down the necessary C++ statement to declare and initialize the stock array. So write down the necessary C++ to declare and initialize stock array with the values in the table. Use the constant determined in 3. So we just copy that. Then this is an int, okay, and then the first thing that we need to know in this question, we are dealing their numbers, their items. So you can see there is not a floating number, and then we can check some other things. Okay, it's not a floating number, it's an int array. Int, you write that, you put your braces, you copy this name here, the first one, copy it here inside, then in the another one you copy this one. Remember, I'm copying, you will be writing. Then equals to, you initialize all of them, so which means you are going to write all those values here. The first one, for the, it works with the rows, not columns. So it's row 1, row 2, row 3. So you must have 3 things there, like the way I'm doing. I'm not sure if, I think you can 1, 2 and 3. Remember also to put a semicolon, and then after semicolon, let me try to enlarge this side so that you can see what I'm writing. Oh yeah, it was very, yeah. So after the semicolon, the first row, it have, let's check, it have 50, 10 and 20. You write 50, comma 10 and 20 and 20. Then the second one, second row, let's check the second row. The second row is 40, 50, 60, 40. We write here 40, 50 and 60. Then the third row, this one is supposed to be comma there. You must put comma like that, not comma, yeah. Then this one here, the third one, the last row is 30, 20, 10. 30, 20, 10 is very nice. The numbers, they are 30, 20 and 10. So just by doing this, you have initialized that array. This is question number 7.2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we can move to 7.3. For 7.3, you have 2 of them here. This one you have to program, or you are given 4 marks and 4 marks. So they say write down the necessary C++ estimate to calculate and display the total number for furniture items in the shop. Do not write a complete program. Write down only the required statement. Assume the following declaration. You have this declaration into what? So when you write it, I'm just gonna copy it for now. I'm just gonna answer this first, but you must, I'm fast because I'm used to programming. So after that, when we write it, we're going to use a for loop. We're going to say for, you can use int, don't worry, you can say int I equals to 0, into I is less than, you can say, you can just write this one so that you can be, for example, the first one, you can take the first one, is, we know it's less than 3 there. Let me just use 3 for now, but you can, instead of writing 3, you can just write this name there. It's less than 3 into what? into I plus plus. Then again you have another for loop. You say for, you must use the neatest for loop. You can use j if you want. J equals to into j equals to 0 into j is less than 3 into j plus plus. Then after there you can say, now that's when we can say we copy that statement which is equals to 0, but here you say this plus equals to, you write the name of your array is a stock. Stock, what is stock? The name of the array is stock. What is stock? Stock array. Then you put brace, then you put I first one, then the second one you put j. So this statement is going to add them. I'm going to write in this is going to add the array, because they say write down the necessary C++ statement to calculate and display the total number of, and display, it must show, display the total number of furniture items in the shop. Do not write a complete program, write only the required statement, assume the following. Okay, so now after when you have done this, remember after this statement here, outside of this you must write C out. You can, because to display you must have a C out. You can just say total items, C out total items. Yeah, you can even put end line if you want, just to decorate, but it's fine. Then you are done with that question. Then we go to number B. Number B is write down the necessary C++ statement to calculate and display the total number of leather. Okay, the first one here, it says leather, display the number of furniture items in the shop. Okay, here they wanted everything. Here it wants you to write down to display the total number of leather furniture items in the shop. Do not write complete. Okay, so let's also read this question again. Write down the necessary C++ to calculate and display the total number of furniture items, everything. So here now we have the ones to calculate for leather. For leather, how matrix works, I showed you that is 0 1 1 like that. So, and then it's also this one you can write it in many terms. The first one, you can first code that, okay, you know that is going to be j equals to, here you know that is going to be 0 into 0 is going to be 0. This is a row, it's going to be 0 into 1, 0 into 2, and then here is going to be 1 into 1, 1 into 0, and then like that. So I'm gonna show you how it's going to work. So to calculate this one for leather here, you can just make, if in the middle you can just come up with a formula. So the formula that I'm gonna give it to you guys is the same things that you do there, exactly the same thing. So okay, sorry, I'm going somewhere. So oh no, not today. 7.4. so for 7.3, this one is B. So for B, you can write that name there, which is given here with you. Where is that name? Number I'm already number 8. Number B is item, leather items. You copy it. I'm copying it. You can just come there, you put it, this is a formula, you just write this formula, then you say, let's enlarge it so that you can see, then you say equals to, then I'm going to copy this, the first way you can write it.